Hey, what's going on everyone? My name is Breeze. Welcome to a new video. Today we're going to be doing sailing. Sailing was officially released today, as you can see, but we first have to go do a couple of quests. First thing we have to do is start off by doing the Pandemonium quest, and we do that by talking to Anne and Will. So I'm going to go through the quest. I'm going to get the quests done. I'm going to go through the tutorial on how to do sailing because I've not actually done it yet. And yeah, we're going to get this a go. I'm going to try and get to level 50 sailing as quickly as possible. And hopefully this isn't going to be too bad. Okay, so far, just steering the boat is easy enough. It's just like running somewhere in game. Like if I click over here, I'll go that way. Click over here, go that way. Still doing the quest, by the way, just trying to get used to using this boat. I do believe after this conversation, we will have completed the Pandemonium quest. There we go. 300 sailoring XP, 25 sawmill coupons, which is kind of nice, a raft, access to the sailing skill, and access to Pandemonium. So now we're going to get the skill done, and we are already level 5 just from doing the quest. That's actually quite awesome. Cool. So I'm going to actually make a little bit of a game plan. I do plan on upgrading my raft, because obviously we don't want to be just going around on a small little... just on a raft. So what I plan on doing is actually upgrading this to one of these full-size boats. I'm going to look up the best way to do that. But yeah, before we do that, okay, so we can't go any higher at the moment. We have to get to level 50, 15 minimum. So, okay, so I'm going to do a couple of quick ledgers or tasks or whatever they are. And then, yeah, just get this done. So if we look here, traveling from Port Sarim to that's to Port Sarim, sorry. So from Pandemonium to Port Sarim, these ones will give us these are the ones we can do at the moment. Then I'm guessing once we get to a certain level we can do these ones. Yeah, sailing required level 40. So these are the levels we require. These are the tasks they are. So these ones are just take an item to this location. These ones are to kill a boss or kill a creature. So it's not going to be too bad. I'm going to do a couple of these quick and easy, like to Port Sarim ones, and probably do the ones coming back as well, just so we get the best XP possible. And yeah, we'll hopefully get ourselves to level 15 relatively fast. So we're going to grab this one quick. Crate of jewelry to Port Sarim. So accept task. Task has been accepted. I believe we go take cargo here. There we go, crate of jewelry. Then we go to the boat gangplank, which will put us straight on a boat. Put the cargo in the basic cargo hold because that's all we've got at the moment, and then we'll navigate the helm to Port Sarim. And there is an actual plugin you can use already, which tells you the route you have to take or the best route to take to get to the location. So we have that installed here. I'm going to quickly find it on here. What's it called? Port tasks. So if you download port tasks off the plugin hub, you can change the colors and everything. But yeah, quite easy. Just like port tasks. There you go. And I've just gone into the dock. Right, gonna do this for a little while. Probably come back when I'm about level 10 or if something amazing happens. And here we are depositing our first cargo after the quest. See how much XP we get from this. 59 XP. Not the greatest, but also not the best. And we do get coins from completing them, so not too bad. I don't know what that was, but apparently we just completed a charting. So look at the port task board in Port Sarim. Okay. Oh, I see. There's tasks for each area. That's kind of cool. So gonna figure out how to do them. Level 6. Just missed the pop-up message, but now that we've got to level 7, we can actually do 2 tasks per run. So if we can get 2 tasks to go to Port Sarim off the notice board here, that'll be absolutely amazing. So this one and this one, perfect. So if we accept these 2 tasks, accepted, perfect, then I believe we can just take the 2 cargoes from here. Can I actually store them both, though? That is the question, because I think my boat can only maybe hold 1. Let's just see. Quick deposit. I'm going to go back for the other one. Take cargo. Pardon me. Go back to the boat or the raft. Can I deposit you? Oh, sweet, we can. So now we'll navigate. I kind of wish you could turn all these extra boats off because it's kind of annoying. Navigate. And then off we go. Okay, so that's pretty awesome. We can, now that we've got level 7, we can have 2 tasks at once, meaning we should be able to get a little bit more, a bit quicker XP per hour, because I think at the moment, we're only getting like 1,600. Not the greatest at the moment, but we'll get there. And there is sailing level 10. Meaning we can also go to Musa Point, which is going to be extra points or XP. But yeah, level 10 completed. We are going to grab ourselves a quick, see if we can get any new tasks. Do currently have a task to go back to, Pandemonium, but we currently have this one. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. And time to deliver my first cargo for Musa Point. 6 XP, slightly higher than the other ones, and 60 coins. And we are going to go ahead and grab ourselves another task. Can we grab one from here? Yes, we can. It's over here. See what kind of tasks they're going to give us at Musa Point. Practically the same things. Musa Point to... What is that one? Oh, it's a higher level. Never mind. Sadly, we have none from here to Pandemonium, but we're just going to have to grab a couple. This one will do. I have to go to Port Sarim and back. No, actually, I'm going to grab this one because we already have one for Pandemonium. So we're going to go to Pandemonium, get a task for Musa Point or Port Sarim, and then... Oh, I didn't grab the cargo. Whoopsie. But yeah, I'm going to grab a cargo and then go quickly try and get ourselves to level 15. Right, so we just got to level 12 and now we can do the drink crates. I can now cart for drink crates, but we need to do Prime Time's quest, so I think I might go do another quest quickly. And that is Prime Time's complete, giving us a decent amount of Slayer XP. I'm not too sure, but I feel like this will give us a level of 15. Perfect. Now we're just going to go through this dialogue, and now we can actually go ahead and upgrade our boat upgrade our raft to a skiff. I can now own 2 different boats. Dock your boat at Port Piscarilius, which is kind of nice. That means we could do longer trips, so we get a bit more XP. Salvage from small shipwrecks and build a bronze salvaging hook, which is kind of nice. Okay, so now we're going to work out how to upgrade our boat or our dock. I believe if we talk to Junior Jim, we can buy a skiff or a sloop. 200k smithing level, 15k. I'd rather buy that for now. We're going to buy one of these. There we go. We have the boat. So if we look at the boats we currently have the King Raider, which is the one we just bought, and the Second Son, which is our raft. I'm not too sure how to swap them around, but we'll find out later. Level 18. Can now dock at Remington. Level 20.
The collection log.
Hey, I got something. Shark paint. Right, just got to 22 sailing, and I thought I'd use this time to add a couple features to the boat. I've already upgraded the helm to an iron one. I do need to upgrade the other part. I can't remember what it's called, but we are going to add a salvaging hook because there are so many salvages that have gone over and not actually dealt with it. So we're going to buy that. Can we build it? There we go. There we go. So now we can drop this in the water and collect more resources. Next thing I want to buy is a cannon, but I do need a few more levels. Could build a range. It helps us cook everything. But that, well, to be fair, that'll be useful when we start fighting creatures. So probably we will add that. Probably add that on the spot I'm standing on, and then the cannon in the back one. But for now, this is the hook is the only thing we can really build until we get a few more levels. And another sailing quest complete. Current affairs. We get the current duck, which we can use to float currents, which I probably won't understand it just yet, but 26 sailing achieved so far. We're actually doing quite well. Okay, just missed it, but we've just managed to get to 28 sailing, which also means we can take 3 tasks at a time and build ourselves our first cannon with 21 construction. Thankfully, we've got that covered. But yeah, I'm just collecting from one of these shipwrecks with the hook that I made earlier, and collecting a bunch of this salvage, which we use to get certain items. There is a necklace, an inert talisman that we can get, so hopefully you can get that quite quickly. If not, oh well. But for now, we're just going to sit here. I do currently have a task, 2 tasks actually, but I'd rather do this for a minute. Right, so this is a bit disappointing. I tried to do a Port Piscarius delivery, but unfortunately I got my ship destroyed. Unfortunately, we went all this way, following the waters round, going around the Mulch Island, all the way round, and I think I got to about... I don't actually know. I wasn't that far away. I think I was like down here somewhere. But we got attacked by a bunch of krakens and they destroyed our ship. Unfortunately, they did destroy all of the fishy salvage that we had and the 2 crates that we had. But fortunately, you can get those back. The only thing you can't get back are the thing like the consumables. So yeah, unfortunately, we did lose a ship. I did have to buy another one, but I am going to upgrade this now with any upgrades that we can afford and for the level we've got. Pretty much, I'm going to try and max out everything that we can. So yeah, see how far we get with this. First, we're going to chuck the 4 fishy salvage on the salvaging station to see if we can get anything. Probably not, because we've only got 4. Would have been nice if we'd been able to do that with the ones we had earlier, but sadly we didn't get anything. Right, we go over here, head over to the boat schematics, and we go to Oak Hull, and we've got the materials required. Had to turn oak planks into hull parts. I believe it's 5 oak planks per one of these, so it's quite expensive. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and upgrade our hull. Makes it a bit faster and gives it more hit points, which is going to be helpful. Bumps up to 95. I think that was at 45? Yeah, 45. So that's not too bad. So we've slightly upgraded hull there. Next thing I want to do is the cannon, which is the only one we can make at the moment is the bronze. So we need regular planks, bronze nails, and bronze bars. I do not have any of that at the moment, so off to the GE. Right, now we're going to make ourselves a cannon. Unfortunately, we can only make a bronze one, but we have all the parts required. It's just a few simple items. I just realized that this can only fire bronze cannonballs, which is probably a given. But yeah, we're going to build that, meaning we can fight back when it comes to creatures. Next thing I want to do is the furnace for food, so tinderbox, charcoal, and steel bar. So we're going to grab those quickly. And there is the range, meaning we can cook food. If any food that we get from salvage scrap, I believe we can cook on here. Or we can just bring some raw food and cook it that way, I believe. What can we build here? Chum station. So there's basically a food storage. We can't build any of these, unfortunately. What can we put on the back? Oh, an anchor. I'm guessing anchor fit for smaller vessels. I'm not too sure. Lead bar. Jesus, there's a whole new bar type in this. There's quite a few decent things we can make. Unfortunately, we don't have the requirements for them. We do have a spot at the front here for... Oh, I saw this when I was getting attacked by the krakens. You need a station so you don't take damage from acid waters, and I believe these need the balms from the quest. Can we upgrade this? We can. Oh, but we need lead bars. How we get those, I have no idea, so I'm going to have to do some research. I know it's nothing major, but there is one other thing I would like to do, and that is colour the trim of our boat. And I believe all we need is a... Is it not? Where is it? There is shark trim, which gives us a grey trim around the boat, which would be a nice little decor. Also, I think it does it on the map as well. It does. Look at that. That actually looks really nice. Now, the one I want to get is the Zamarockian one, because obviously my favourite colour is red. So, yeah, Zamarok trim. But I think there is a very slim chance of getting that. I think I've only seen a couple ships with that. So, unfortunately, might be a while. Well, not the most exciting way to get 30 sailing, but 30 sailing. We can now board at Port Gazard and take on the Tempor Tantrum Trial. So that would be quite interesting to do. Right, so I've just completed my first monster encounter where I kill these tern bird seagull looking things and just take it back to Catherby, I guess. Not 100% sure who I talk to here, but we have the feathers. Do I just talk to anyone in particular? Do I talk to you? Ah, yes. Wow, that was a nice amount of XP. 1,700 XP. Thank you. And 32 sailing. I think that just bumped us up by 2 levels. Absolutely huge. I'm definitely going to be doing more of those because they're not as bad as actually trailing back and forward. The only downside is obviously you're damaging your ship while fighting them. So we're actually going to do that again. We currently have, if we look at our task list, we have 3 encounters here, wanted levels. So we have the manta rays, or eagle rays as they're called here, and the morgues. Going to try out all 3 of them, but I'm just going to stick around here for a little while. See if we can get any drops. I did manage to get one of these frag things. I'm not too sure what it's for. I think I've looked it up and it's a farming thing, and I might plant it in an allotment. But yeah, we'll figure that out in the future. But for now, we're just going to be focusing on this sailing aspect. Time for an upgrade. Nice. And a cannon upgrade. Alright, time to attempt my first trial.
The collection
nice.
log.
First one complete. And we got a level and a stormy key.
The collection
Hey,
log.
we did it. Barrel stand. Oh, come on. Where's that? Can we do it? Yes,
The
we did it.
collection log.
Got to 39 and managed to get all 3 items from this trial. And that's absolutely amazing. Right, now we have the Storm Chasers flag. We can make the flag for the back of the boat. So we're going to do that straight away. Chuck that on the back. And the King Raider, there it is. You can see it just there. Awesome. Quite a nice little achievement considering I was watching everyone else do it and I was just like, I actually managed to get each one done on my second attempt, so that's not too bad. Now I'm going to go get a few more levels and then hopefully get ourselves some other upgrades. I'm probably going to do some upgrades on the boat, like the steel kill and the helm. Just so we can make the boat a little bit faster and maybe potentially a little bit stronger if we get a few other bits as well. Let's have a look. Can I upgrade the hull? Not yet, but that is my next upgrade. Okay. Right, with this stormy key, we can open this chest in the cave underneath the port. Oh, I didn't realise we kept the fabric. But now we have the sailor's outfit. Absolutely amazing. Let me get outside and show it off because it's quite nice. Just wanted to inspect the outfit that we just got. It's actually really nice. Would prefer a pirate's hat rather than this one, but Storm Cruiser's hat is quite nice as well. Yeah, not too bad. Thought I'd include this. Don't know why. Just did a couple upgrades. We're going to upgrade to the steel kill. Gives the boat more armor basically. So we're going to do that. Should up the health a little bit to 120, which is nice. Also, I'm going to be doing the helm. So just got to go grab the pieces for that. And the steel helm. Nice little upgrade there. Now, I believe that just increases our speed, which is nice. Okay, so rapid resistance, basically, and ability to have one crew member. Oh no, ignore that. Just hit 40 sailing midway through a round. Rank 41. Right, we can now build the salvaging station. We're going to have to replace the range on our boat to build it, but that is fine. It means we can now salvage on the move rather than having to go back to a dock every time. And there we go. I'm going to check see if there's any upgrades I can do, and then go on my way. Right, so I'm actually going to end off the sailing episode here. I just kind of wanted to get a video out to say that I'm actually taking part in the sailing event. We've got to level 43 with all the upgrades we managed to get. I do plan on doing this more in the future, but at the moment I'm just going to take it slow. I want to do a bunch of the Barracuda runs just to try and level myself up. Next goal, I want to get to level 50. But for now, we're just going to take a bit of a break. I do want to go back to doing some Slayer and other things, but yeah, hopefully you have enjoyed the video. I've enjoyed making it. I've enjoyed actually taking part in this sailing skill on the first couple of days. It's taken me 2 or 3 days to get to this point. I know it's a bit slow, but as I have family and other commitments in the background, unfortunately it's taken me a bit longer. But yeah, I do plan on sticking to sailing. I want to get to 2200 total level, which would be really nice to get to. Also, I would like to get to base 80s, because I think once you get to the higher levels, the XP starts to come in a lot faster. But yeah, hopefully you have enjoyed the video. Please be sure to leave a like rating down below. That is really appreciated. Anything in the video that I have done and that you want me to explain in the comments down below, please leave it down there, and I will try to explain it as best as possible. And if anyone wants to see any kind of guides or anything like that on sailing or any of the things that I've done, I will do them on my Ironman so you get a first hand of what to do. But yeah, thank you so much for watching.